kung internet connection. Okay, ready? So we are now on the second part of the afternoon session and we will start with our module. Okay, what I would like to do is to demonstrate to you the process of formulating course outcomes. I understand that most of you are not education graduates or that you are not accustomed to the process of writing objectives. Mo na ako sa ding tinambanon karon ha. But allow me to first show you and illustrate or demonstrate how it's done. Yeah. If we don't have time anymore to make the workshop or to do the workshop, we will continue tomorrow. And perhaps I will just set the targets for tomorrow so that when we meet again tomorrow for the third day, we will be ready with what you will already know what to do. And then we can proceed to the workshop automatically. And then again, another presentation of output. Sharo, ana ang atong process ha? Na input, mo present, anya mo feedback. Ana ta. And we will repeat the process. Okay? So right now, um, we already have the drafts of our um, program outcomes map. Dili pa na siya may polished gyud kay this is our first time and we only have a few hours to craft everything. Plus ang ato pag yung pinaka-challenge is we are not meeting face to face. So it's really much tougher to talk to someone and allow him or her to review the work that we do. Pero sige lang kay mauman jud niyang atong kausa. Okay? Um, as to the format, ato nang i-consolidate os inika day 4. Tomorrow will be day 3. So pacing lang ta ha. Nya, don't worry, nakapractice na ko ani kadaghan. Nya, murag kay baw ko asa ang padulngan ani. So hopefully by the on day 4, we will have more or less mura siya kanang formalized template format sa program outcomes map. Nya, pakapinansad nato og course outcomes map. Now, we can claim that we have accomplished our training outcomes because we have outputs to prove. Yesterday, we began with understanding what the curriculum is all about in terms of mapping. For in the morning, we began with the process of identifying what the program outcomes are in order for us to be able to map them. And we have achieved something this afternoon. Proof, you have your drafts of your program outcomes map. So we will now move forward to the next phase. So allow me to share my screen. Wala di ko ka-share sa screen. Okay, dara. So hopefully klaro na sad pud ning akong slides kay ganina ra ba blurred. Okay. So just a few reminders lang dito sa program mapping na to. This is basically about plotting your program outcomes according to the subjects or the course. Take note ha, subject and course pareho ang meaning. Formal lang ang course. Pero understood na it means subject. Yeah, just always remember that all POs are not to be addressed in one subject. Yeah, also consider the progression or the levels of attainment. Yeah, as to the terminologies you will use to indicate the levels of achievement, kamo nay agree ana with Doc Edwin. Pwede rasad pud if Doc Edwin will allow each college to have the levels of attainment kay lahi manggod ang connotation sa nursing pananglitan mis practice with supervision kay clinical man related ang ilang kunya di man sad pud pwede nga basta na lang nato i-enable without supervision kay at the end of the day what is more important is that there are 3 levels and that one is introduced, 2 is when we assume that the students are already starting to have some capabilities developed, and then what is the last level is when they are able to manifest a certain level of proficiency to prove that they indeed have developed the skill. So what's next? What's next in our curriculum mapping workshop series? Okay, so right after the program outcomes, after mapping the program outcomes, we need to move on to the course outcomes. We need to map our course outcomes. So, how do we go about that? Where do we begin kung sa kanta pa? So how do I craft work course outcomes? This afternoon, I will tackle a strategy called unpacking. I think this is a terminology which many of you may be familiar, while others may still have to understand. Okay, this is a term we use in education when we want to look into what's inside. The program outcomes are huge. The program outcomes are encompassing. The program outcomes embed a lot. Obviously, because the program outcomes need an entire four year schooling in order for the program outcomes to be attainable. Unang one semester in a subject to target one program outcome is not enough. That's why the program outcomes are repeating but not repeated depending on how the teacher tackles the content and the sub-competencies in the course or subject. So how do we go about the strategy called unpacking? Where do we begin? We begin with the mapped program outcomes. So unsa may base material nato when we will craft our course outcomes and then proceed to the mapping. As soon as you already have the map and you are assigned a subject to teach this semester, the next question is you need to make your syllabus. But before you even go to the process of making the syllabus, it's better for our institution to have an overall map for the even for the course outcomes. This is what many teachers are doing. When they're asked to make the syllabus, they ask for the book. And then they look into the table of contents. And then they transfer the contents sa table into the column in the syllabus. And it's called now content. Now, how is the process of writing the course outcomes done? It is when the teacher looks at the copy, the topic ani kay management principle, mao siguro ni course outcome. Topic ani kay refrigeration, the system and the process, mo siguro ni course outcome. Ang topic ani kay kaning the mechatronics industry, mo siguro ni outcome. Dili, because we do not base our course outcomes on the topic. Where do we base our course outcomes? On the program outcomes. That is why the roots of course outcomes can be traced to the program. That's why we say outcomes based. So when you will write your specific learning outcomes dito sa syllabus, asa man na ninyo kuhaon? Kuhaon na ninyo gikan sa course outcomes. In the many schools that I've been to, our common workshop is after the program outcomes, naghimo mi og course outcomes mapping. Kay para ang course outcomes ma-review daan. Dili kay ang teacher nga magsuwat sa course outcomes, nagunahuna sa iyang mga verbs, nangita og lista sa verbs, di pagkauban magunahuna na sa tiyag specific learning outcomes niya, kapoy kaayo na nga trabaho. Ang maayo siguro if naanatay course outcomes map, na every teacher who will have to make a syllabus will have to check the course outcomes in the map, iya na lang tong kopyahon. Yeah, from the copy, dito na siya maghimo sa iyang gitawag og specific learning outcomes or intended learning outcomes. SLO or ILO ang tawag. The SLO and the ILO tomorrow na. Huh? So for today, this afternoon, and this last part of the afternoon, I'll introduce to you the concept of course outcome, the process of formulation. Then tomorrow morning, we will go into the process of doing the workshop on writing course outcomes. Nga mag-present na sad. And in the afternoon, we will go into the process of looking at the 3 elements of your syllabus. The specific learning outcomes or ILOs, intended learning outcomes, the teaching learning activities and assessment. But take note, I won't be able to tackle all the 3 elements at length. Because our main concern in this workshop series, is the crafting of the curriculum. It's the crafting of the curriculum maps broken down into program outcomes map and course outcomes map. Okay.
Nawa na ang tingog.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry na wa na ko na-click ang audio. Okay na, madungog na. So when you write course outcomes, where do you begin? You focus on the verbs of the POs. And what are the verbs? What do the verbs denote? The skills. So if you will look at this IT POs, they are the ones selected for the subject, I think, IT fundamentals. And there are 6 POs. These are taken also from the program outcomes map. Okay, so when you are going to write your course outcomes, highlight the verbs in the POs. So what are the verbs in our POs? Analyze, apply, communicate, analyze, understand, recognize. Please take note that the program outcomes are terminal. Some terminal, meaning to say end. That is why they are assessed with grades. Course outcomes should be anchored on the program outcomes for the subject because the course outcomes are enabling to the accomplishment or the attainment of the program outcomes. Kung kuan pa ni siya, stepping stones ang course outcomes to the PO. Mauna, kung maghimo ta og course outcomes, di ta mo tan-aw sa libro, dili ta mo tan-aw sa atong topics because the course outcomes have to be anchored on the POs. Another point is the course outcomes are also terminal. So duha ang role sa course outcomes, no? Duha ang contexts rather sa course outcomes. The course outcomes are enabling to the PO. They are like stepping stones. They are like building blocks to make the program outcomes attainable. Course outcomes, the second context, course outcomes are also terminal. Terminal to the subject in this semester. That is why course outcomes are also considered terminal and summative. This is also the reason why you cannot formulate too many course outcomes in the subject because every course outcome should be evaluated or graded or assessed summatively. So kung pito na kabuk na imong course outcomes, daghan-daghan jud ka og ipahimo nga mga graded projects, ha? So if possible, mao ni karon sa time sa pandemic, streamlining gani sa DepEd, would you believe pila to ka thousand before ang target standard outcomes? Yeah, because of the pandemic, they reduced it. Nya pila na lang kabuk karon murag basta gamay na lang nahabilin, murag about 60% ang nawagtang, 40% na lang ang nahibilin. So what is the need of the times now? Streamlining the curriculum so that we only focus on the essentials. The rest become excess baggage. So clue, focus on the verb. Okay. So now, course outcomes are also skills to develop in the entire semester. That's why when you write your course outcomes, don't think of particular topics. Think of the entire scope for the entire semester. Don't talk about specific. For example, sa education, we have theories of learning. That should be on the level of course outcome. But the moment I start talking about the specific theories like behaviorism, cognitivism, that becomes smaller. Therefore, that should be down below. So think of the course outcomes like the umbrella. The umbrella covers the spot. So course outcomes are like the umbrella outcomes for the entire semester. That's why when you look at course outcomes, it has to be from prelim to finals. It's not according to the topic. So the time frame should also be considered. Okay, again, you go back to the verbs. Amo na ni akong explain. Course outcomes enable the attainment of the POs because the POs are end. The course outcomes are the means. So here is an example of how one teacher crafted the course outcomes in IT fundamentals, highlighting, of course, the verbs in the program outcomes. So, mura siyag mo cascade from the POs down to the COs. Let us analyze. Here, you have ITPO1. Analyze complex problems and identify and define the computing requirements appropriate to its solution. Apply knowledge through the use of current techniques, skills, tools, and practices necessary for the IT profession. The teacher thought that before the students can analyze and apply, what skills must the students develop first? So we're talking about prerequisite skills. Before someone can analyze, before someone can apply, there must be a skill or there must be skills that should be developed prior. That's why this teacher thought that the verb must be recognize. Recognize is equivalent to identify. Recognize may be equivalent to distinguish. So this is basic. No one can analyze or apply without the ability to identify or recognize. Okay? So, subskill ang recognize to these two verbs, analyze and apply. Another way of looking at it is when you look at the topics that are to be covered in the program outcomes. It says here, use of current techniques, skills, and tools and practices. Now, these are very broad. How do we specify this in the subject under IT fundamentals? The teacher focused on tools, practices, skills, and techniques. And he thought that this may be specific to the basic software and hardware components of a computer system and their intended functions and usage. What is the teacher doing? What did the teacher do here? The teacher specified the rather broad concepts and topics in the program outcomes and made them specific to the subject. Take note that he did not mention particular hardware and software parts. He generally talked about the basic hardware and software components because these are the foci in the subject IT fundamentals. He also talked about computer system and the ethical and in line with ITPO5. Look, sa ITPO5, it says understand professional, legal, security, utilization of information technology. There is sa ITCO3, he wrote, apply understanding related to the professional, legal, security issues between software and hardware components of a computer system. Just an example. Look, this is utilization of information technology. In the particular subject as IT fundamentals, these are specified to software and hardware components of a computer system. Okay, here's another one. Demonstrate standard actions and safety procedures during software and hardware installation. Sama na siya. Of course, it could fall under PO2. It could also fall under PO5. And it could also fall under safety procedures man siya. So, murag, I think PO1, PO2, and PO5. Yeah, later, sa atong template, ato sad nang butangan og PO links. Yeah, ato ra nang tagsa-tagsaon. Di man ta makahimo og PO links right away kung di pa ta mag-formulate sa atong course outcome. So, one step at a time na ha. So, what will be our target this afternoon? One, we need to understand that course outcomes cascade from POs. We need to understand too that course outcomes are building blocks to the PO. That COs, course outcomes, are enabling to the program outcomes. And then the course outcomes are also end and terminal, always terminal. That's why all these POs are to be achieved by the students by the time they graduate. So, kanita ng mga POs, fourth year ang level. I will repeat ha, tanang POs, fourth year ang level. So, nya teacher nga naman naaman na sa first year, maubitaw nang na ay levels introduced. Kay di abot sa fourth year, demonstrated na tanang POs, assume na. Tanang POs dapat, if not most, demonstrated na. Especially kung kana nga mga POs, essential skills na for the professional to become truly productive. Okay? Alright. So, what did we do? We uncover the COs from the related POs. I thought as a teacher, kung ako ni, I'm thinking of what subskill or what competencies must the students develop in my subject so that ultimately they will be able to apply and analyze? Okay. Another one, wala po na akong explain. Oh, understand, recognize, apply, understanding, demonstrate. So when you write your COs, focus on the verbs in the POs. Think about what sub-competencies must the students develop in the entire semester for them to successfully perform the POs. Pero ang assessment nato dili sa PO, dirita sa course outcomes. Asa man ang assessment sa POs to as a fourth year. Mauna if the course has board examination, ang board examination ang iyang final evaluation or assessment summative. If wala sa board ang eskwelahan, kadtong mga required projects ninyo, mga capstone ninyo, these capstone projects are meant to synthesize all the learnings from first year to fourth year. So those things. Okay? So bottom line, focus on the verbs. Let's say you have verbs like demonstrate, you have verbs like perform, PO na nga level. How do you, so what verbs may support the development of this demonstrate as a skill? What skills in the course will help you or will help the students develop the skill when it comes to performance? So, mag-ari ka diri maghunahuna, sir, og ma'am, og verbs. Unsa kay akong verbs sa course outcome ha? Ako ra bang subject kay Nursing 101? Ako ra bang subject kay IT 101? Ako ra bang subject kay Refrigeration 101? Garment 101? Na? IT 1, Industrial Technology 101. Kung mogamit ko og apply, mo support siya sa PO verb. Kung mogamit ko og utilize, mo support siya sa PO verb. Kung mogamit ko og identify, will it also support the performance of the PO verb or analyze? Kabantay mo? That's a different kind of thinking. Sa una, pag maghimo ang maestra og syllabus, mangayo dayon og kopya sa libro. Ay, kadaghan aning topic. Uy, maghimo dahil ko aning verbs. Sa ko akong verbs ani. Uy, general objectives, manggod ni sa una niya. Karong course outcomes na. Parihara good na. Dili. General objectives are not the same as course outcomes. I think I mentioned it yesterday. Objectives are not the same as outcomes. Objectives are intended results. They may or may not be done. Objectives are intended results because they may or may not be done. Outcomes, especially when they are mandated, are achieved, considered to be achieved results. That is why teaching is a lot of envisioning. Wala pa nahimo, na imagine mo na nga mahuman. For example, demonstrate is an outcome. In the context of an outcome, if the teacher wants the students to be able to demonstrate, the question is, what activities, what strategies are you going to let the students do so that ultimately the students will be able to demonstrate? That is why we design backwards sa OBE and then deliver forward. Let's say, you choose the verb apply in line with demonstrate. Si Sir Joel, ni-suggest og, unsa to imong gi-suggest, sir? Manipulate. Pwede ra gyud, especially if it is like related to the handling of the technological tool. Pwede ra gyud na siya kaayo. So in other words, your choice of verbs must be based on whether or not these verbs support the attainment or the performance of the verbs in the PO. Ha? Dili kay dai pawamara ko atong lista sa verbs nato. Katugong Bloom's taxonomy daghan kaayo ba? Sa may verb atong gamiton diha ay kapoy man. Identify daw man ako anak common na kayan ang lain. Distinguish. Pwede. Okay ra na. Sa pamilaing word diha, integrate o ganon ko na day integrate kana lang ako be kay at least bag-o. Dili we don't choose the verbs by whim. Or kanang marag fancy ang reason ba? We don't even, Teacher Mardy, pwede sag balik-balikon ang verbs nato sa outcomes? Yes. Because wala may exclusivity ang verb. For example, kanang analyze, pwede good na balikon. No? Kaya it takes also repetition for a skill to be mastered. Hindi makamaster og swim kung ni-swim lang kakausa. we don't get to identify correctly if we only identify once. Nya mo ni nakanindot kung ang curriculum thinking based. Now I will have to claim this one. Sa college dapat ang silabay competency based kay outcomes based man, not topic based. So what is the ending? In the past, we had so many topics and let me guess, mahuman na ang semester, midterm pa ka. Aminin. Nanadaos sa syllabus, lanag man sa taan. Hala, obserbahan ko sa din. Ala, patay. Finals na rabaron. Yan na pa man ko nagsugod sa midterm. Oy, class, nagsabot ta. Ato sang laktawan ha. Kay obserbahan ra ba ko ni Dr. Blank sa atong din. Nya, di pangutanan ninyo tubag jud mga human ato anang tapika ha. Bantay jud mo. Kay anyway, ato na nang balikon unya, no? So ang ending, human ang semester tunga pa in taon ang na-cover ni ma'am or ni sir. Why? Because our syllabus is overstuffed. Why? Because our syllabus is topic focused. Content focused, content oriented. Sa college, di mo na ito matudlo tanang content. No one has the time to teach all that the students need to learn. And there is also no guarantee that the content we teach now will still be content relevant in the future. Labi na kung related cute sa technology. Nagsige mo pa-memorize sa bata ana nga mga parts ana nga tool. Ipa-drawing pagtamas ginhawa. Unsa may assurance nga inig ka 2030 maupag ihapon na nga tools. Dili na. You know what is the prediction? There are so many people who will lose their jobs in the future because many of the functions in the industry will be automated. Ano man, og robots or machine, walay sick leave. Walay sick leave. Masikliv. Magoy sick leave ang robots no? Sa Amazon. How are they so efficient in the packing, in the sorting, in the delivery? Because they have robots. Now, what do these robotic equipment and tools do? They do routinary tasks. Which means, kung routine gani, pwede rin gyud i-replace og robot or machine. Because robots don't think. They are just fed the program. And then they function according to how the programmer has designed the robot to work. Walay sick leave, walay menopausal syndrome, walay sapot. di malate. Sa so, may nakanindot sa robot, walay 13th month pay. So may machine god, no? So dili good na human. Therefore, the robot does not have the limitations of the human worker. Yeah, most of them mahitabo in the future. Now, given that scenario, how are we going to prepare our students for the future of the unpredictable? That's why ang training sad nato nila is about dealing with the unpredictable. Rather than enumerate. Kung nagsige pagyapon kag test sir on enumeration, identification, nya ang sayon maguna check ka ng enumeration, sayon ka check ka ng identify, name the, no, familiarize the. But in the future, we don't really have to memorize all those facts because there are many tools and equipment that will help us remember the facts. What we don't have tools for are those tools for higher order thinking skills. Question. If you don't know a topic nowadays, can you ask the teacher for an answer? No, because sometimes even the teacher does not know the answer. You want a fact, you go to Google. That's why if you want a fact, you don't need me. You need Google and a good internet connection. Because if you surf and check for the keywords, you will have millions of websites to give you an answer. However, Google has no response to the question, should I get married now? Ako na ba kang buwagan ning akong uyab? Bisan pag i-Google na nimo kadaghan, wa jud nay tubag. Why? Because Google cannot answer personal questions. Google cannot answer human questions, human emotions. Google cannot give us responses that are based on our experience. Ari ang atong edge. Managingon nga ang technology, even with the best of the capabilities of technology, dili gyud maka-replace sa giftedness sa teacher. Mausad na atong tanawon. How do we help our students get themselves prepared for the uncertain? Look, this year is 2020. Kano sa man ta kutob mo tudlo? Ako kung 51 ko karon, 10 years from now, 9 years from now, mas 60 na ko. Assuming nga mo retire na ko, pila may years sa 10 years from now, 2030. Kung pananglitan nagtudlo ko karon og college students niya, teachers ang akong gitudloan. Unsa may assurance nga ang akong gitudlo karon nga mga skills relevant pa ini ka 2030. In fact, many are saying that the knowledge, the facts that we teach nowadays will be expired 2 or 3 years from now, especially with technology kay paspas kaayo ang development. Bantay mo sa iPhone, no? Unsan man ang yan napagyoy gitawag natog planned obsolescence. Familiar mo ana? Kanang planned obsolescence, kisa may nakadungog na og planned obsolescence. Nana sa technology. Sa technology, what are the common planned obsolescence? Kana sang disruptive innovation. Mga technology people, familiar mo ani nga mga phenomena na gitawag natog disruptive innovation, mga planned obsolescence. Sa technology man na applicable kaayo. Kinsa may familiar ana nga phenomena be, say something sa chat box. Yan itong planned obsolescence, kabantay mo sa mga butang karon, dali maguba. If not, sige ka og upgrade. Upalit ka og auto, Innova, na ay letters, letter G, E. Kay og kanang baratuhon nga Innova imong paliton or Avanza, bati og ligid. Di kay daghag features. Yang sunod na nga level, nindot nagligid, no? Nindot na sadang features. Ang katong pinakamahal, bongga. Okay, sama na siya. Because they are also making the market, raising the demand. So, naay mga equipment or tools karon nga iplano nga dili na mo function after some time. Example, printer. Kabantay mo, naay print kang Epson. Naara din ay number of pages nga i-print. Moabot na gani siya ana nga number of pages, dili na siya mo work. I figured that out. So, ang dili kahibaw sa technology, guba na nagdalian, naguba sa akong Epson. Pero imong basahon dito sa screen, giingnan ka nga na-reach na ang iyang number of pages. Pagkakita na ko ana, gi-google na ko dayon. Kung number of pages, na day limit ang Epson. Kung di ka kahibaw, imo dayon ang ilabay, or i-add to na nimo sa shop para ipaayo niya. Charge and kag 1,000 niya ang gi-reset ra di ito sa technician. So when I saw that, akong gi-google dayon how to reset Epson. Ako dayon nag-reset. So ang ending, naka-save ko og 1,000. How did I do that? No one taught me. Technology, the internet gave me the answer because the question is something related to the fact. Ato ra na i-ask ni Alexa. Correct. Ato ra na i-ask, Alexa, Siri? Mauna ha. So, moto katong planned obsolescence. Kabantay mo sa una ang mga butang dugay maguba. For example, kanang akong ref, katong White Westinghouse, ingna man ka, nagitay-an na ang tibuok kaha, under paghihapon ang makina. Pero karon mo palit ka og refrigerator, dali maguba, dali mabuak, dali ana-ana. Nganuman, kay na-realize sa mga manufacturers nga kung lig-un kaayo ang machine, lig-un kaayo ang equipment, dugay mahalin ang sunod. So, unsay gibuhat nila, gitagaan nila og period nga ang machine mo bog down para i-replace o niya bag-o na sad ang demand. Business. And that's the meaning of planned obsolescence. Ma-obsolete ang atong technology. That's why there is the demand to have another. Yung question ana, ethical ba na? Money. Okay? Nya kanang disruptive innovation, kaning online lessons disruptive man eh. For example, ang pinaka-example gid sa una, Nokia was the brand sa phone. Nya later on nanay karoy Xiaomi. Nanay mga baratuhon nga phone will do the same function at a cheaper cost. Unya ang durability, ang service pareho ra gyud. So it is disrupting the giants. Kay sa una umingon kag Coca-Cola, umingon kag Nokia, umingon kag Kodak. Kodak is one good example of how the company got destroyed by disruptive innovation. Sa una magpa-picture ta ang maniniyot ra gyud na ay equipment nya adto na niya sa film nya ana, pero karon tanan na lang click click. Digital photography has killed the film type of mo na disruptive innovation. So what else can be invented in the future? Padung ta ang tanan dito. Padung ta tanan dito. Ang basin lang kita lang teacher mo ay dili aware, pero ang ato mga estudyante advanced na gyud kaayo. Okay? So, now, what is the relevance of the levels of attainment? Sa PO, fourth year na. If the POs are demonstrate, manifest, utilize. Inigsuwat nimo sa course outcome, think about the first year level. That's why, how will I make my PO skills suitable to the level of my learners? So kung demonstrate, manifest, utilize, fourth year na nga level, technically speaking, when you craft your your COs or course outcomes, how do you tone it down a bit? So that the verbs that you are going to use will be doable within the level of the first year students. Kung mo demonstrate ang PO, I think mo gamit ko og apply kay sa first year maka-apply pa man ni sila, maka-use pa ni sila, maka-identify. Observe that my selection of verbs is not based on the topic. It is based on the PO. That's why it's called outcomes-based mapping. I hope I am making sense. May I ask if this is how you wrote your course outcomes? Ginging-anin ninyo inyong course outcomes pagsuwat? Tugan mo, be? Did you write your course outcomes this way? Pagsuwat ninyo sa inyong course outcomes sa syllabus ba sa subject, nagunahuna mo sa POs? Yes or not yet? Walay manog answer, Edwin, oh. Ingon ra ba, basta di mo tingog, guilty. Supposedly ing ani pagsuwat og course outcomes.
Sa amo ma'am, consider it done na. Basta silent.
Okay, yes, we were taught already by Dr. Edwin. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Si Dr. Edwin mandi ay ang atong kuan na. Very good. O anak gyud supposedly kay sunod gyud ta sa atong VP ACAD. Pero that is true. I am again confirming the process. Ha?
Kasawa ko sorry wala ko ka-follow. Kaya na ako'y bisita. But anyway, unsa ganito ma'am? Na-mention ako nga.
Sir, I was explaining to them, I was asking them how they crafted their course outcomes for the subject, and then how they chose the verbs that are to be used in the formulation of the course outcomes. Then I told them that the selection of the verbs must also be anchored on the verbs sa PO to make the course outcomes based good. And then they told me nga, you trained them already on that.
Mas may po ma-retrain.
Okay, kay ang naitabugod sir sa uban.
It's a matter of, practice.
Oo. Kaya ang gibuhat man gud sa uban ngali is na topic nga gihimuan og course outcomes. So ang nahimo ang course outcome is topic based instead of outcomes based. Yeah. The point that I was emphasizing, sir, is that the POs are fourth year by level. The POs are fourth year by level because these are exit outcomes. That is why when they write course outcomes for a first year subject, they will have to look at how this can be simplified one step down so that it will be much more suitable to the first year students.
Yeah, especially in the level of introduce.
Yes, sir.
You also have to consider that. And also the verbs to be used fit for enabling.
That's right, sir. Introduce po ni sir.
Introduce pa.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, bottom line, course outcomes are uncovered from the POs. And the process or the strategy that is done in order to do that is called unpacking. Unpack, murag na kay balikbayan box, imong gikuha ang mga contents ba. Ala, takan kaayo pipadala akong anak gikan sa US. No? Na suwatin siya siyang anak sa una. Anak, salamat kaayo sa imong gipadala nga balikbayan box. Lipay kay imong papa kay ganahan kaayo siya, paborito jud niya ang corned beef. Pero nagsakit lang jud iyang tiyan sa Nivea milk. Papa sa giinom sa kisa ko'y nagsayod sa mga tiguwa nga ang milk dili di ay mainom basta Nivea. Joke ra to. So, mo to ha. Unpack or uncover the course outcomes from the POs. Focusing on the verbs. Okay na. So, wala na may question na mo proceed na ko sa formulation. So, how do I formulate statements of course outcome? Okay na atay simplification formula. Okay. What will be your first word when you write your learning outcome statement para sa course? Begin with a verb. Verb, good. Yeah, the verb has to be higher order. Kadiyot ha. Akong i-disable sa wait ha. Naalang I will have to shift my slide. Kadiyot lang yun. Okay. Focus ta sa verb. Verbs can be of particular level. So, verb is the first item or element when we formulate learning outcomes. Yeah, what verbs are we going to use? Katong verbs nga mobalik ta sa hots and lots. Pag college, dapat higher order thinking skills. Lower order thinking skills gani katuning mga remember or knowledge, comprehension or understand, application or apply. Kadi sa 1956 Bloom's taxonomy ni. Kaning 2001 mo ni gitawag na og Krathwohl's and Anderson's taxonomy. Pero di man na ninyo isuwat dito sa inyong syllabus, pero baya inighimo natog assessment mo subay gyud ta baya ani kanang table of specifications. So, what cognitive levels must be the target if we write course outcomes for college students? Answer, HOTS. That's why dili ka pwedeng magsuwat og course outcome yang imong verb gigamit define. Okay, naamoy syllabus karon tan-awa ko no. Did you use the word define? Lower order na siya sir kung define. Okay? Now, what else? If you use the course outcome name the, define, parehara sa gihapon nag-enumerate, dili pwede. Sa course outcomes, dili pwede ang enumerate, dili pwede ang define, dili pwede ang name the, dili pwede ang familiarize, dili pwede ang get oriented. Ano man, these are all lower order thinking skills. Ya, kay course ba ang atong gihisgutan? So, HOTS gyud ta. Now, what are the examples of higher order thinking verbs? Apply, use, demonstrate, manifest. Pwede ra gyud na kay course man. No? Analyze, compare and contrast, distinguish, investigate. Pwede ra gyud na kaayo. Teacher Mardy, pwede sa nang identify. Yeah, pero murag ubos-ubos na gamay po. Pwede ra gyud, pero make sure that the identification process is not specific to the topic. For example, identify the errors in programming. Higher man na. Identify the weaknesses in order to troubleshoot. Higher order na. And that's analytical. Even if it's identify ang verb. Analytical gihapon. So higher order na. No? Okay, how about if we teach from the very beginning of the course in the introductory level? Do we need to state still higher order thinking skills? Very good question, Sir Joel. Okay, here is the thinking. Mao ni ang common thinking sa mga teachers na we always have to begin with lower order before tamo adto sa higher order. Misconception gid na siya. First off, ako i-clarify ha, kaning inyo nakit-an karon nga figure, this is one view of the Bloom's taxonomy. To be clear, pag mayon tag taxonomy, we mean categories, we mean clusters of related skills. Essentially, dili gyud siya hierarchical. Ang Bloom's taxonomy is dili hierarchical. Nga moingon ka nga dapat musugod og knowledge before ka moadto sa evaluation. Okay. In many cases, the lots questions are difficult compared to the HOTS, because HOTS are questions that do not require one answer. HOTS questions or HOT skills are those that require the students to come up with their own interpretation. HOT skills are allowing the students to express their own ideas. HOT skills allow the students to judge. HOT skills allow the students to put together the ideas and come up with something new. HOT skills let the students look into the details in order to find the weaknesses, the strengths, the faults, the trouble, and etc. Essentially, HOTs are divergent. There is not just one answer. And come to think of it, they are easier to do. Example. Example ha. Basic lang. Ug moingon ko sa question nga, what is the size of the biggest diamond in the world? What is the size of the biggest diamond in the world? Diba? Walay makatubag ana unless mangutana mo ni Alexa. And of course, if you have no access to the source of the information, you will never be able to answer that question because that question is factual. However, and that question is lower order because you are simply being asked what is the size of the biggest
Dili po
diamond in the
mutubag sa Alexa,
world.
ana, ma'am.
Dili sad pod kay basin pod wala pa nato nakit-an ang pinakadako nga diamond, no? Whatever it is that we know as the biggest may not necessarily be the biggest because there is something bigger than that perhaps that is not yet found. Anything that we know about the world is temporary because we are limited by the equipment and the tools that we're using. Number of planets we can never tell. How big is the universe? We can never tell because there is no tool or equipment or machine that will be able to make us peer into the universe and be certain about our facts. That's why this world, temporary, uncertain. Mo nang leave everything in doubt. Mo nigtudlo na to sa facts. Moingon dito sa estudyante, tuo mo ani. For example, sa history, magsige si Rizal gipatay na kadiyot kinsa kay mo balik sa history para mo tuot nga mao dyan. Of course na yung mga records. Pero kabaw mo, history is his story. Unsa ka ang her story? Unsa sad po ka ang their story? Unsa sad kang story sa uban? But of course, there are ways to verify if the facts are true. So going back to the question, what is the size of the biggest diamond in the world? Notice that no one can give me a correct or accurate answer. It may take some time before you can generate the correct answer. But that is a factual question and it is difficult. Now let me shift the questioning. Suppose my question is this. Somebody said that during engagement, the diamond is the one that is given to the lady. Because the diamond is supposed to symbolize true love. What? True love and love that is eternal. Because diamonds are forever. Okay. May I ask you, do you believe in that? Do you believe that diamonds really resemble true love and undying faithfulness? Agree or disagree? Why? Of course, if I ask that question to my students, all students will be able to answer. There are those students who will favor yes and those who will say no. And each one will have his or her own reasoning. The question is higher order. Yet, all are able to answer. Why? Because the question relies or taps on the student's reasoning, taps on the student's prior knowledge, taps on the student's opinion, taps on the students' beliefs, notions, and biases. And when the students are asked higher order thinking questions, especially in line with their opinion and their experiences, HOTs are easy. HOTs are not difficult. HOTs are complex. That is why when the students are asked analytical question, it requires a combination of thinking skills. Mo nang gitawag siya complex because HOTS questions or HOTS activities require a combination of thinking skills, and these thinking skills are integrated in order for a person to come up with an answer. That's why, bottom line, lots can be difficult if we don't know the facts. Hots are a lot more answerable because if we rely on our opinion and prior knowledge and background experiences, we can always have something to say. In the graduate school, I conducted a review. I conducted a research on the interactions in the professional education courses. You know what I found out? As I was observing the teachers conduct question and answer in class, I noted the types of questions that the teachers ask. And I found out in my data gathering, analysis, and interpretation, most of the questions that the teachers asked that were lower, only few participated. But when the teacher asked higher order thinking questions, there were several students who participated. So what was my assumption? Students like HOTS questions than lots. But at that time, I needed to verify. So when I conducted the FGD's focus group discussions, I asked the students the question, why is it that you participated more? Many of you wanted to answer the questions if the questions were higher order. Tubag sa mga bata, apantaling, common answer. Ang man teacher, mahadlok man mi sa lots teacher, uy, kay masayop man mi. Pangutan mig, who, what, when, where, nya, di mi kahibaw wrong, Jud. Pero pangutan gani mig, why, in your opinion, what is your idea? Di jud mi marong, anak, kay amo ng idea. That's why confident mi mo tubag. Ano man, dili man mi masayop. Kay di mi masayop, dili mi mauwawan. So, what was my conclusion? The level of questioning, especially the higher order thinking questions, are those that students prefer to answer because they are more capable of drawing out the student's background, prior knowledge, and opinion, and gives the students confidence. So, can we start with hot activity before lot? Yes. Especially if those hot activities require the students to explain their preconceived notions, tap their prior knowledge, and then the next activities will now help them to verify if indeed their judgment or their preconceived notions are correct or wrong. Okay? Siguro maghisgot ko ani gamay inig ka topic na nato sa teaching learning activities. Kabalik ko sa point sa verb. So pili ka og verb nga higher order kay kuan man course outcome. So example. So what is the formula if you're going to write a statement of learning outcome? Begin with a verb. Design. Yung sa may imong topic, game, program, logic, for example. So if you mo na i-combine, you have already a simple statement of learning outcome. Design, game, program, logic. Sakto na ni? Dili pa. Pero at least, good to begin with. So what is the formula? When you formulate or you write learning outcome statements, begin with a higher order thinking verb. Then, follow it up with the topic, noun, as a topic or object. Design what? Design a nursing care plan. Design game program logic. Okay, let's have another one. Another one. Start with verb, ha? Okay, verb. Apply. Apply what? Think of a topic, and that will be a noun phrase. Apply programming skills. Notice that you can change the noun or the phrase that is to follow the verb depending on your subject matter, depending on the scope of the course. So think always about the course. Kanina, design. Karon na sad, verb is apply. So if you combine the verb and the noun phrase as topic, you will have the basic, the kernel statement for the learning outcome. Apply programming skills. Is this enough? Not yet. Napay sumpay. Okay. How do we enhance our statement of learning outcome? Verb, sa atong formula, verb plus noun phrase as topic, then atong punan og context. In other words, in what sense will the students design a game program logic? They will design a game program logic based on specifications. Now we have a better statement of learning outcome. Design game program logic based on specifications. So I will repeat ang sa atong formula to come up with a statement of learning outcome. Verb, that is hot. Follow it up with a noun phrase, which is a topic. And then cite the context. In what sense or condition will this skill and topic be utilized? Okay, let's have another one. Verb is use. Noun as topic is programming skills. Then what is the context? For in-game application. So if we will combine, we will have use programming skills for in-game application. Okay, at this point, I will pause. Okay, para na amoy ticket out of the door, use the chat box. Paghimo mo og inyong kaugalingong verb plus noun as topic and then context. Go! So para na ay interaction. Come on. Formulate. Okay, type sa chat. Formulate a simple statement of CO. Verb plus noun phrase as topic plus context. Where are you going to use the skill? In what context or situation? Go. Okay na? Sir Joel is the first one to give manipulate in engine. How do you pronounce it, sir? Lathe? Okay, Sir Joel, manipulate is the verb. Engine, lathe, machine is the noun phrase as topic. To conduct plane turning operation. Context, check. What about the others? Come on. Okay, Sir Gary De La Serna, draw electrical conventions in house planning. Check. Continue. Ang uban, pila man ta kabuok? We are 140. Nag-expect ko nga naatay 135 man lang, no? Okay, go. Si Sir Joel lagi si Sir Gary ang ni-reply pa. Ang uban nag-isip-isip. Sige, game. Waiting. Si Sir James Paul Tamayo, prepare designs ready for digital printing, internet integration, and visual interpretation. Verb is prepare. Noun as topic, designs. Context is ready. Correct, Sir James Paul Tamayo. Ma'am Divine Grace Cortez, formulate nursing care plan for an elderly, pwede siya for elderly patients para murag general, na? Not just one, but formulate nursing care plan for elderly patients. Okay, check. Yeah, ang uban, nasa naman? Sir Edwin, palaban. Dali na, come on. Shh, lahi pa ba yung 5 o'clock? Dali, sige na. Be, mag-roll call ko, be.
Marty.
Yes, ma'am.
Nala ko kinilang man ba, it's because ako na di consult kay usapon din sa concern na mo regarding sa kini siyang ako na i-chat mo ha.
Okay, go.
Kung say mas better na gamitan na ni mabaan siya, understand best practices and standards under applications, IT ni mga information technology. Kung sakay pwede nga. Kaya na-call mo ang attention ani sa ako, kita sa understand daw, kung no delete daw, delete dapat understand. So
that's right, madam. Yes, ma'am. Because ang understand man God in this context suggests something like a skill that is broad and unmeasurable. Dili siya ma-measure. Parehara na sa learn og know, madam. So what do you really want the students to do? Okay. You want the word discuss? Okay. Comment na ko katong naminaw karon ha. Teacher Mardy, pwede tang mo gamit og discuss sa course outcome? Yes and no. Why? Yes, good. Kay discuss is a skill that the students can do. However, naa siya implication if the discuss as a verb is used as a course outcome. Why? Because you need to have an assessment activity that will measure the student's competence when it comes to discuss. Am I making sense? So Teacher Mardy, kung maghimo day kong verb sa course outcome niya, ang verb na ko is discuss, dapat na ako'y project, na ako'y graded project, kay course outcome man is the entire prelim, midterm, and finals. Dili man na siya quizzes lang. The assessment of the course outcomes is not the quizzes level. The assessment of the course outcomes is major project, major graded activity, major test. So kanang preliminary, kanang midterm examination, course na level. Ha? Okay. Again, we are looking at the assessment of the course outcome. So be careful with the verbs that you will use, because the verbs that you use will have implications on how you will assess. And here's the thing. Every course outcome must be accessible. Munong pangitaan jud mo sa accreditors o rubric, pangitaan jud mo og performance task design sa course as attachment to your syllabus, kay dili na pwede og any verb lang na inyong gusto. Teacher Mardy, pero pwede ra gihapon gamiton ang discuss as a verb sa course outcome? Yes. Ang question nako is unsa may imong ipa-project graded? Kuan man akong plano is na ako'y na sila process nga himuon unya oral presentation. Inig oral presentation nila adto sila mo discuss niya. Major project na siya nga presentation niya. Graduhan na nako. Major. Answer is yes. Okay? So pwede ang discuss because that is accessible. I hope that it makes it clear ha. Kay importante nga dili lang ta mo generalize nga dili pwede. So katong understand, ma'am, kaning imong understand best practices and standards in their application, very broad ra gyud siya. Na? So,
Okay,
unang
ma'am.
question ta.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Noreen, create an algorithm given the specific requirements. Okay, Noreen, comment ko sa sagot mo. Are there other algorithms in the course? Okay,
Yes,
that's one
ma'am.
question. Are there other algorithms
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
course? Okay, so you don't. How about if you make it instead? Create algorithms given specific requirements. Okay? Para mas daghan ang makover. Dili lang usa ka algorithm. Okay? Check. O kana. Panubag in town mo para na ako. Lawal. Ang submit ani, makahimo na dayon. Okay? So, Noreen, make it broader. Include other algorithms. By the way, Miss Noreen, what subject is this? What course? What subject?
Programming.
Programming. So, create algorithm given the specific requirements. Okay. Plural lang. Okay. Bell, Campanilla, formulate logically correct solutions to basic problems using pseudocodes. Check. Build simple web applications applying suitable web technologies. Okay. Wait, ha? Na ako'y comment sa kaning build web. Okay. Clear. You have to distinguish an activity from an outcome. Okay? Mayon gani kag draw a graphic organizer activity na siya. Pero kaning mayon kag build simple web applications, outcome na siya, because it is indeed a skill that the student should develop in the subject. So accept. Build simple web applications applying suitable web technologies. Check, Miss Bell. Duha na. Okay, boss, si Sir Pet, kumusta ka na, my friend? Pinangga raman ako ni si Sir Pet sa una. Design a computing-based solution to meet a given set of computing requirements in the context of the program's discipline. Oh, sungguhon man sad ko na, sir. Wait. Design a computing-based solution to meet a given set of computing requirements. Anara ka diha, sir. Ayaw na i-appeal tong in the context of the program's discipline, ha? Na-over? Oo, okay. Good job. I'm happy nga wa day kakalimot sa atong training sa kanhiay. You're welcome, Ma'am Noreen. Next, Sir Jerry Ritz Densing. Simplify logic expressions using map method. Sir Jerry, I hope you can hear me. Sir, are there other methods in the course or the subject? Gawas pa sa map method na pailain? Okay, what methods are these besides the map?
Using Boolean algebra.
Okay, how about if we include kay course man ni Sir kay if you just mention map method, it becomes specific to the topic. So,
Okay,
simplify logic expressions using How do you call all these methods in general? Methods of saman.
Simplification of logic expressions.
Okay. Ana ha. So, ayaw pag-mention og specific nga method kay it does not become course anymore. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
I will repeat. The context of the course is the entire semester. So, ayaw mo og suwat og specific nga topic sa course outcome. Adto ra na dito sa specific learning outcome. So, tan-aw sa kinatibukan. Kay mauman na ang imong scope. So, the scope of the entire course. Okay? You're welcome, Miss Bell. Okay, si Sir Terol, design, implement, and test a debug a program based on a given specific that use. Okay. Sir Terol, nice kaayo ang pagka-formulate. Pura murag PO man ang level, sir. PO man ang level, sir. Kadiyot ha, mutarong kog lingkod. Suppose, sir, ato ni siyang buak-buakon. Na? Mayan ta. Test and debug may be another course outcome. Yeah, design and implement kay ngano man. I hope naminaw mo na ako ha, Teacher Mardy. So sa course outcome, dili day pwede ang duha ka verbs. Technically, dili. Kay lagi, every verb is assumed to be assessed using a particular assessment strategy. Kung may kag identify and distinguish, daghan na kaayo. So, by principle, usara gyud ang verb unta sa outcome. Pero kung course manggod, naaman goy mga, there are verbs that are tandem. For example, kanang design and implement. Usa man na sa uban. For example, ang iyang gi-design, iya sang gi-implement. I hope you're listening ha. So, kanang iyang gi-design, mausad po iyang gi-implement. Gipangutana ko ani sa CNU, katong nag-trade ko ana dito sa mga mathematics, no? Di ko kalimot kay same question gyud ing ani. Pwede di ay kanang usa-usa ra gyud ka verb? Answer is yes or no. Pwede usa design and implement, pero naanay connotation sa assessment. Kung maghimo ka og project, usara na siya ka project, sir, technically. Kanang nga project, you will grade on how the students designed it and how the students implemented it. So, usara ka rubric imong gamiton, pero dito sa rubric, gibuwag ang criteria sa design, gibuwag ang criteria sa implement. Pero usara siya ka project. Makasave ang mga bata. Kung imo na siyang buakon, design is one course outcome, implement is another, two separate projects na siya, sir. So, one project for design, kana sad po nga project, pwede ra sad pong i-grade separately as part of the implementation. So, nana siya implication, so bugat kaayo ang imong kuan, sir Gibe. How is your name pronounced, ha? So, gaan-gaan ito nga, sir. Sa man ni, 4th year na ni sila. Daghan-daghan ra, sir. Siguro ka ng design and implement, kuyog. Kanang test and debug, another, ha? Para ang mga bata makamanage pod sa, tawag na to anak kay cognitive load. Ano mo ni terminology na mo sa education, kanang kasuway mo nang kanang bara just akong uy gikapoy jud ko gunahon na day murag uy kasukaon jud ko di na gyud masuod sa akong mind ang tanang gi-explain ni Ma'am Mardy. Nag-cognitive overload ka. Mana relax din pag may time. Okay, sige. Uy, nagkadaghan na sila. Wow, thank you very much, Sir Lucito. Saan pag-pronounce imong apelido, sir? Build logic circuits from simplified Boolean check. Okay, Sir Terol, argue strengths and weaknesses among the multiple implications. Gabi kay ni si Sir Terol og terminology oy. Dili ko gabi kay ko answer kanang vocabulary kadiyot ha. Argue strengths and weaknesses. Kung argue, sir, strengths and weaknesses murag kuan kanang ma-focus ka on debate. Mausad po na when you choose verbs for your course outcomes. Do not choose verbs that will limit the possibilities. Ha? Siguro what you can say, Sir Terol, is judge, evaluate. I think what you can do here, sir, is replace argue for strength weaknesses into evaluate. Because when the students evaluate, they are looking at the pros and cons. Okay? So replace your argue, strengths, and weaknesses for evaluate. Or judge. Pwede ra. Pero evaluate, I think, is a better terminology. Okay? Next. Uy, si Bell. Integrate built-in and user-defined. Okay, correct, Miss Bell. Wala, humana si Miss Bell. Mancho, Miss Mancho. Design a dress using draping techniques. So you don't want them to sew, Miss Mancho. No? Design lang sa. Dili ka mo design and sew. Wala. Okay, pwede man sad, no? Design and sew a dress or a clothing or design. I-focus good on dress. What if lucky siya, ma'am? Unya, dili dress iyang himuon. Nangutana lang ko, ha? Kay gender sensitivity ba ya? Kana, ha? So, kung pananglitan, baba, okay lang kung gay. Okay, pwede na siyang maghimo og dress. What if lucky siya? Yeah, dress jud kay Teacher Mardy, pwede raman sad bud ang lucky maghimo og dress. Yeah, how about if dili lang dress siguro? We'll think instead of the garment. Sa ba? Clothing, apparel, unsa may term inyong gigamit, ha? Miss Mancho, look into the dress. But the draping techniques, check. Okay, sir, no last ko, identify the 3 wires out of the cabinet. Sir, malabago. Kuan ni siya, sir, specific learning outcomes ning imong identify the 3 wires. Very, very specific. This is not for course outcome, pero you can save it for the specific learning outcomes tomorrow. Ha? And my reel 2, design various menu plans. Menu plans, kay daghan siguro kay various man for different food service institution. Check, miss. Okay. Miss Anne Myril 2. Paterno Fernandez, apply diagnostic skills in troubleshooting. Yes. Okay, that's it. By the way, Sir Fernandez, kana bang diagnostic skills? Dako na ang topic, sir. Sa course, dako siya. Daghan siya og
subtopic
sir.
because it involves different system. Sensors in the engine management system.
Okay. Salamat, sir, for the clarification. Kay ako hunahuna ra ba kay narrow ra ang diagnostic. So if you're saying that there are many diagnostic skills, nya ang subtopics niya daghan, okay kayo. Thank you, sir, for the clarification. Richelle Costanilla, construct simple program using the different control structure. Yes, kaayo. Jose Maria, the second Garcia. Ay, basahon ako, sir. Private ra ba? Dili ko ka-type. Subnet the given IP address based on the... Okay, comment, Sir Garcia. Muingon na gani ka given the IP address, you narrow down the options. Pangtanga ang given. Subnet, IP address. Kan tangtanga ang given kay mura man gud og you limit the performance of the skill because of given. So kung what if in the future tungtoa sila dito sa field nya walay given. So tangtanga ang word nga given, ha, para you will make the course outcome encompassing. Subnet the IP addresses, or you can say subnet IP addresses based on network requirements or specifications. Check. Victorino Patindol, manay nakanindot kung mag-online critiquing kay di ko kinanglang manawag pa niyo usa-usa. I-chat ra na ninyo. Diagnose faults and defects of a consumer. Okay, Sir Victorino, Sir Patindol, diagnose, unsay subject ni sir? Diagnose faults and defects of consumer electronics and system. Educate me, sir, be? Unsa may gimini mo? Unsa ni siya? What subject is this? Unya, are there many faults and defects? Naidaghan? Unsa man ni siya, mga bugs? Sorry. No? Sir Patindol, you can answer my question through chat, ha. I will comment on you. Okay, sir, unsa ning faults and defects? Daghan ni?
Yes, ma'am. Regarding na sa television products and system, nakulang akong text.
Okay. So pwede pa na nimo ma-improve, ha. Kay murag specific man good kay ang faults and defects, good, no? So if you mean troubleshooting, daghang pwedeng ma-cover, ha? So broaden, sir, your statement to make it applicable sa course outcome, okay? Sir, Ma'am Janice Alivio, convert Boolean. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am Janice, kanibang Boolean expression to a logic diagram? Question, Ma'am Janice. Are there other logic diagrams?
No, ma'am.
Isa lang?
That,
Yeah, kanang skill nga convert, is that applicable for the entire course?
yes, ma'am, because that is for digital electronics, ma'am.
Makapa-project ka ani or simple computation lang ni siya?
It is a logic circuit diagram na siya, ma'am. Yeah, dayon i-convert into
okay.
that is naana siya pwede na siya vis-a-vis na siya, ma'am. So from
Okay.
one expression to logic diagram and vice versa.
All right. So in other words, they can convert to logic expression or mogamit sa silang logic diagram to convert. Murag ingan niyan,
Yes,
pwede
ma'am.
siyang mabali-bali. Pero kani ma'am is in dako ni siya nga coverage, dako ang scope ani niya.
Yes, ma'am. Dako.
Okay. Kanang Boolean expression usara na ma'am or
Boolean
daghan?
algebra na siya, ma'am. Nga topic.
Okay. So daghan siya posibleng
Yes,
coverage ani.
Yes,
Mora may
ma'am.
akong gi-establish. Okay. I just would like to know because again, the course outcomes must have to cover several topics. And if you specify a particular topic sa level sa course outcome, wala na tay masuwat dito sa ubos sa specific learning
Yes, ma'am.
outcomes. Okay? So thank you, ma'am,
Yes,
for the
ma'am. Thank you.
clarification. Sir Jobert Monasilio, you're welcome. Sir Jobert Monasilio, evaluate basic techniques underlying in employee selection and performance towards job satisfaction. Evaluate basic techniques. Ayaw na i-cancel na lang na, sir, ng underlying para dili siya taas. Evaluate basic techniques in employee selection and performance blank.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
And performance, murag na ikuwang, sir, performance blank. Performance assessment, sa ba? Towards job satisfaction. Murag ko na nakuwangan og word usa. Evaluate basic techniques in employee selection and performance assessment towards job satisfaction.
Okay, ma'am, noted. Ma'am.
Okay, very good. Donna Marie Rivero, identify solutions for occupational safety and health problems. Identify solutions. Ma'am Don, ug maingon kag identify, naa na ang solution, iya lang i-identify. Which is lower order.
Evaluate, ma'am, na.
Okay.
But it determine.
Yes, oo, okay. Mura man gud og mabutang, ma'am Don. Given ang solution mo, pick lang siya, it's lower order.
So iusa na lang nako, ma'am, ang ako ang
Pwede man sad, ma'am, og imong naay solution niya, imong ipa-judge, imong ipa-evaluate kung sakto ba ni nga solution in the context of occupational safety and health problems.
okay.
Sa higher order ang evaluate, ha?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, o pwede sa nimo ipa-analyze ang solution in the context of occupational safety and health principles. Pwede, ha?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Pag given na gani, unya ipapick lang nato sa bata ug unsay na lower order siya. Ha? Okay, next. Si Ma'am Bell. Again, rumarat sada talaga ito si Ma'am Bell, ha? Create semantically and syntactically correct. Okay. Yes. Murag si Ma'am Bell is level trainer. Ay, Sir NJ Tom. Don't use the word enumerate in course outcome. Ha? Kay lower order ng enumerate. Repeat. Sa may imong gusto ipabuhat nila, sir, sa correct procedure in testing and servicing. Starting relays. Sa may imong gusto, perform, demonstrate. Ayaw lang ng enumerate. Kay pwede ng enumerate. Dili pwede. Dito na sa ubos kaayo. Ha? So, Sir NJ Tom, please improve your verb. Next, Sir Nelson Nolon. Inspect and test computer system and network. Check. Next, create electrical diagram of a lighting system. Check for Sir Ramon Conejos. Marshall Pepito. Identify potential safety hazards and implement proper safety procedures related to networks. Okay, Sir Marshall. Duhara ba ning imong verbs? Identify potential safety hazards.
Sa north and the south.
Yes,
Ato sang i-mute si Ma'am Gypsy.
Okay.
Dili ko ka-mute niya kay admin man siya. Sir Julius.
Ma'am Gypsy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Di ba ta aware usahay, no? Sige, balik ko. Sir Marshall, Sir
Yes,
Pipito,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you have two verbs. Identify potential safety hazards and implement. Would you like, usara ni good, sir? Meaning to say, kung magpa-project ka ani, sir, usa lang. Murabag, ang process niya mag-involve og step 1, identifying the hazard, and then implementing the procedure. Mauna ang meaning
sir.
anang imong CO, sir. Is that what you want?
Okay, ma'am. Oh, mapod,
Uy,
ma'am.
ni okay ra.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, mauna ha, na siya implique. Otherwise, sir, maingon ka ay analyze, unsa man ni siya? Analyze network situations to identify, pero dili sad gihapon. Kung ani siya, sir, ay pwede ra man ni Sir Marshall, it's just that you have to think in terms of assessment. Nya motubag ka ani nako igkatubugma. Kaya ang assessment man good kung usara ka CO, nya duha ka verbs. So unsa may imong assessment nga mo assess, identify ug implement in one project. Pero kung imo na siyang ibuwagon, pilia ang higher sa duha. So unsa may mas taas ang implement.
Arin lang siguro
Okay?
sa implement proper ka. Safety procedure related to network.
Yes, kaya
Okay
nga
lang,
na
ma'am.
sir, kung maka-implement siya sa safety procedures, maka-identify po siya sa safety hazards, di ba?
Oo, sige.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Si Ma'am Medalia, apply flat pattern making techniques and principles. Very nice, Ma'am Medalia. Approve. Implement network security standards and protocols. In the context of what, Ma'am Mary Joy? Sa context aning implementation sa network security standards and protocol. Kanaray kuwang gamay. But so far, okay ra siya. Pero kuwang lang gamay og context. Ha? Sir Noel Burgos, design and implement physical topology and logical topology. Yes? Again, may implication ang imong duha ka verb, sir, sa design and implement. Usara na ka project. Sa rubric, duha ka criteria main. Sir Bernardo Uy, Timoteo Bernardo Uy, illustrate alphabet of lines use. Teka sir ha, drafting ni. Okay, kung drafting ni, illustrate alphabet of lines use. I think used ni, no? Used in the given geometric figures. Okay, tip sir, uy, i-drop ng given. Okay, dito sa future, dito sa work, siguro mayon lang instead of given. Illustrate alphabet of lines used in specified instead of given. Specified geometric figures rather than given. Kaya in the future, basig way mohatag niya sa geometric figure niya, siya'y magtanaw. Okay? And so far, that is acceptable kung subject is drafting. Sir Ray Emmanuel Cabiao, create timer circuit for coin-operated tubig machine. Oh! Next, Nelson, perform testing, documentation, and pre-deployment procedures. Next, sorry, si Bell Campanilla is male di ay. Sorry. Abi ba na akong babae kay Bell Manggod? Sus, mao na. Ako estudyante Janine. Kung Janine niya lalaki. Gay na lang ko Teacher Marty kay Janine. Ako na yung pangatawan na ng akong pangalan. Sa Sir Bell di ay. Sir Romel Baflor, apply electrical preventive maintenance in different types of equipment. Very good, Sir Romel. So far, ikaw pa first nga. Ikaw, imo ng one and then you got it. Sir Napoleon G. Flores, apply the different welding techniques in correct, sir. Sir Napoleon G. Flores. Sir Jerwin Medio, identify the correct the component systems incorporated in the design of, yes sir, Jerwin Medio. Sir Angel, kumusta naman ka? Apply appropriate OOP approach and wala na ko'y question na sir, ikaw na good na. Check. Sir Noel Burgas again, design and configure physical topology and logic through yes sir. Sir Noel, kaning packet tracer, main topic ni sa course, sa subject? Or naay naghan-aning kuan?
Ano siya, ma'am?
Usara ni
Application program na siya, ma'am.
Okay, and that is the central
Yes,
application
ma'am.
program sa
Yes,
course?
ma'am.
Okay.
They do have
Okay.
design and configure sa that particular application program.
Okay. So at least kasabot ko ana sir mao na kay ug mo mention ta og usa nya daghan di ay narrow siya.
Yes, ma'am. Isa
Pero
na,
kung
ma'am.
usaran na pero that is the focus of the entire course, sakto ra nga i-mention nato.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Uy,
ma'am.
daghan naman kay mo nag-participate. Uy, imagine nadatugan ako na 29 messages na gunitan. Napasubo yata ako. Wait ha, paspasan ko ni. So far, Sir Noel, correct ka? Sir Marlon Baraka, develop truth tables for different combinational logic circuits. Yes, sir, check. Sir Nolasco, remain current in the technological development. Sir Malabago, murag, I think, kuani siya, kinahanglan natong to make authentic and specific. What do we mean exactly by remain current in the technological development? So may update, assess oneself, sustain development. So I think murag kinahanglan natong i-improve kani nga statement, ha? Sir Concordio Colyao. Wow, ang mga dili kayo familiar nga mga pangalan ni shore up na. Apply the different cutting techniques, plural na sir, in using hand saw. Thumbs up lang ko ha. Very good. Arnold Batak, apply the proper coding structure in programming. Alden, kaano-ano mo si Alden Richards? Demonstrate expertise in configuring host and network level. Sir, taas siya kaayo. Suppose we make it short. I-short ko na nato ni siya be. Expertise in configuring host and network level technical security controls to include kaning mga kuan sir, security kutob ta sa security controls sir. Kay pwede raman og ang specifics ani dito na sa syllabus anya, ha? So far okay kaya nang demonstrate expertise. Next, Gilberto Villarin. Draw the isometric figure in on the specific yes, sir, correct. Because this is drafting, I assume. Apply interactive systems designs in website prototype. Yes. Okay. Lana. Uy, kumana di ay ko. Yehey. Wow. Very good. Thank you kaayo sa inyong participation. Oy, na-amaze ko karong hapon ha. Nakabawi mo. A, wa na mo giduka. B, ganahan na mo uli. So, ni participate. Okay? Alright. Tanawa, dinanggawas di ang inyong mga nindot. Ay, naapa di ay, diri sa ubos. Wait ha. Ernel Onrehas. Manipulate table saw and pocket hole cutting. Manipulate the table saw. Sir, kani bang table saw is an equipment,
Machine,
no? It's a machine. Kung pananglitan dili mo yung tag-manipulate, kay kana mong gang manipulate, lahi ra manggod. Ang meaning anang manipulate, sir, kay you can do it any way you want.
Okay.
Pero kung ingon kag operate, usara
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Noted, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Alright, so operate table saw and pocket hole cutting. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, see, tanawa mo, nagbisag dili ko ka maom, tanaw ko sa verb, magka-imagine ko. Okay, Timoteo Bernardo, scale the polygons from the manipulate windows. Unsa ni nga subject ganito, sir, oy? Drafting ni sir? Ha?
Graphics.
Okay, scale the polygons from the manipulator's window. Sir, dili ni siya specific, dili ni gamay, dako ni siya nga scope. Awa ka tingog. Kay di ra ba ko familiar sa topic. Gani siya topics ma-cover, sir? Kaning scale the polygons from the manipulator's point of view. Daghan siya ma-cover?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kung daghan siya og cover, sir, nga topics, so posible na siyang course outcome, ha? Kay ako di ko familiar, so I just want to verify kung sakto ba ang akong interpretation. Okay. One of the criteria for you to know if your course outcome statement is really for the course is, does it cover a scope, does it cover a unit of several topics? Yeah, several skills. Kay i-unpack pa manggod nimo further ang course outcomes para mahimong specific learning outcomes. Yan mo na itong buhaton, inig ka ugma. Mag-assignment unta ko ninyo, pero nindot naman kayo inyong chat messaging nako karon. So, wala tay assignment kay mo pahuway. Sir Juna, Jean Bardokilio, create electrical diagram for basic automotive lighting system. Correct. In fact, gamit kaayo ang CDO ani nga format kani inyong ipangsulti tanan diri. CDO gyud ni kana conceptualize, design, implement, okay, kani nga mga subjects ninyo mo fall man under any of the CDIO category. Okay na, wala na yan. Okay, the last to post message sa chat is Miss Juna Jean Bardokilio. Okay, ang katong uban nga wala ni post, dead ma. Okay, salamat kaayo sa inyong participation. So ako nang tiwason ang akong point, ha? So, katong atong gibuhat, nice ra gyud to siya kaayo, pero you know what? If you really want to make a good statement of learning outcome, ninyo makapingan og quality of performance. Example ha, ako ipakita. Don't worry, ako ni i-post ugma sa DocDroid para inyo sang makuha ang copy. Okay? Example. Tanaw sa mo diri sa screen kadiyot. Verb is design. Noun as topic is game program logic. Context is based on specifications. May ganitag quality of performance, it sets the criteria on how the verb or the skill will be produced or performed. Design systematically game program logic based on specifications. Unsay kalainan ani sa kini? Tanaw ko naman sa screen. What is the difference between this statement and this statement? Design systematically game program logic based on specifications. And how does this differ from this? Design a systematic game program logic based on specifications. Unsay kalainan sa duha? Teacher ka nang usa na ay LY kaning usa wala. Posible. Pero kung imagine ako no, unsay kalainan og mingag design systematically game program logic. Yang usa, design a systematic game program logic. Unsay kalainan?
Systematically is a verb. Adjective, yeah. Systematic.
You are explaining grammatically ha. Pero ug magpahimo ko og project, unsay kalainan sa duha? Nya akong graduhan.
Kanaan man nimo ang rubric sa unsay imong gibutang sa systematic.
Okay. So, naitubag diri si Sir James Paul Tamayo. Systematically describe the act of designing. Systematic describes the game. Very good. No? So, of course, that is true. Pero kung maggrado ko, unsa may akong pangitaon ug kog design systematically a game program logic. Unsa may akong gipangita? Product o performance?
Performance.
Okay, very good. That's why it's correct. Decim, method, performance. Kay ang design may akong graduhan. Giunsa pag-design actual sa bata and systematic ba ang iyang pagka-design. Pero ngayong gani kag design a systematic game program logic, unsa may akong graduhan? Ang output, program, ang product. Okay, duha man na sa assessment. Product or performance. Sa design systematically, it's the performance. Sa design a systematic game program logic, that is the product or the output. So kung maghimo ko og rubric, mayon kog design systematically, ako yung i-observe ang bata samtang nag-design siya. Nya ang akong rubric will include criterion on whether or not the students can actually design systematically following the proper procedure. Pero kung ingon gani kog design a systematic game program, bisag way bata diha. Ang ako na lang tanawon is ang iyang game program logic. Nya ang akong rubric nga gamiton will have the criterion systematic. Am I making sense? Muna usara ka word pero dako jud siya og kalainan in terms of assessment. Munang amping gyud ta inigat nato sa course outcomes, dili na siya kanang out of the bag nahuna lang ka kung sa outcome na kurunday oy kapoy ka na outcome day taga ilang pug identify diha. Dili kay magtan-aw ka sa tibuok course, magtinaw sad ka kung essential ba ni or higher order ba. Okay? Thank you. Natoy question? Na matanaw ko na sig na pay question diri sa chat box. Process and output. Kani siya sir, kaning design systematically, this is the performance. Therefore, you will look into the process of the performance itself. Kaning design a systematic game program, this is the output or the product. And you will also look at the process on how the output is produced. Okay, good point, Sir Noel. Thank you. Okay, to summarize, mo na to gihapon na always look into the quality of performance. You can include that niya usually kanang adjective adverb na siya, use programming skills appropriately for in-game applications. Pero kasagaran mo di naman i-appeal, pero strictly speaking i-appeal gyud unta ang quality of performance. Ay mo na ni katong CDO. Di na lang ni nako i-discuss kay naka-mention namang ko ani kanina. Mao man ni ang CDO. CDO is conceiving, dili conceptualizing, conceiving, designing, implementing, and operating. CDO. C-I-O. Okay. That's right. Mao ni ang sa mga, ako raning mga notes. Kay, mao lagi to nag-study ko nohay ko og CDO. Okay. So, to summarize, let's put all these things together. Para maka-wrap up na ta. Now, let's assume that you're going to write your course outcomes. So, question, where do you begin? You begin with program outcomes. So, what program outcomes are to be attained in this BIT subject? Let's say the subject is occupational safety and health practices. So, asa ka magsugod ug maghimo ka og course outcomes, sir, ma'am? Balik sa program outcomes nga gi-approve sa college. Nya, mo ni sa BIT. Ako rin po yung nagpili-pili ani ha. A, C, and F. Kahuman, what's the next question? What is the level of attainment of the POS in the BIT year level? Since this is third year, imo nang imapa dito. So, ako lang po yung nag-decide. Wala pa din ako i-verify sa inyong mapa. I'm thinking that program outcome 01 is demonstrated sa third year level because this is has something to do with analyzing. Application kay third year man, enabled. Pwede sad siguro ni siya demonstrated depende kung unsay current status sa bata. Okay, so mao ni siya. Naghimo na ako sa course outcomes. Mauna na. What course outcomes can you formulate basing on the POS? So, mabalik ta sa unsay verb na mo support sa analyze, unsay verb na mo support sa apply, unsay verb na mo support sa practice. Only then you can claim that your course outcomes are truly outcomes-based and dili siya base sa topic lamang. Yes, Sir Desim. Bitaw kay technology man sad good ang kuan, ang engineering is the one that is adopting the CDO. Pero ang IT pwede ra gyud pod. Kay at least mo ra bag naatay tay framework. Framework man gud ang CDO. It helps the technology teachers understand sa nature sa iyang subject. Kay since engineering is also technology leaning, so pwede sad siguro natong makategorize. Kay wala man gud tay existing framework sa on how to teach technology. Pero ang engineering sila mo itong CDO as a framework for engineering education. And since ang inyong technology courses or degree programs murag igagaw sa engineering. Igagaw sa engineering. So pwede natong magamit ang ilang framework. Pero you don't have to insist. Di man sad necessarily, especially kung dili sad pud kaayo kasabot ang kadaghanan kay wala pa mo ka training. Okay? So it's not an issue whether you would go for CDO or not. Wala lang. Ako lang itong siyang gi-include kay kunuhay. Basig kuan pod, you can also look into that framework. Kay nindot rasad po na isulti, inig na ay accreditation. Kaning among technology courses or degree programs, amo ning gimapa based on the CDO framework. Yung na yun, may CDO. Parehas katong gi-mention ganina ni Miss sa Argao. Okay? And with that, I would like to say thank you very much for your patience and your tolerance and your consideration and participation this afternoon. Wala ko ihatag nga assignment. Di sad ta siguro mag-workshop ugma. Nga naman, naka-workshop naman ta karon, grabe. Instant, no? Di na ta mag-workshop ini ka ugma kay naka-workshop na ta. Agad-agad. Magani ko nagdahom, naghunahuna pagani ko nga mag-workshop ta ugma on formulation of course outcomes. Nya ni message naman muna ako sa chat. So unsa pa may atong i-workshop. So mo diretso na ta ugma. Ani na lang. Kay I hope inyong gi-copy tong inyong mga gipangsuwat sa chat box nako kay magamit ra to. Tomorrow we will have workshop still sa second part sa morning. Sa first part sa morning mag-input sa ko. And then second part sa morning, we will have another round of workshop. This time, atong i-consolidate hinay-hinay ang program outcome ug ang course outcome leading to the specific learning outcomes. And that will be starting tomorrow morning. As agreed, we will start at 8 o'clock. So I'll expect that you be around. Please i-appeal ko sa link ha kay ganina nalisod ko kung asa ko mangita og link niya. Si Dr. Haka mo joy akong sige gi-miss callan or gitawag pati si Sir Koan kay para kahibaw ko kung asa ko masulad. Okay? And with that, I would like to say thank you very much and let us all remember that as a good teacher, we may not be as good siguro if it's all about what we say. A good teacher is not the one who explains things so well that students understand. Because teaching is not about the teacher. Teaching is about the learner. So when is a good teacher a really good teacher? When she or he gets to let the students explain things so well that they themselves can be understood. So the success of the teacher goes back to the success of the success of the learner goes back to the success of the teacher. Nya abi ninyo nalipay ko karon kay looking at your formulation sa course outcomes, there is a chat messages. It also makes me understand nga ay basig nanindot ra siguro nako pagka-explain kay nagkasinabot ra ta. And with that, praise the Lord. Time check 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ma'am Mardy. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, Ma'am Mardy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
We'll have announcement. No more announcements. So, thank you. See you tomorrow. And please open your video cam so that we will have picture taking or
day 2. Money naong sa mga day 2 survivors.
for day 2.
Wait day 2 survivors. Okay. Sus, karon pa jud ko kakita sa inyong mga beauties. All the while ako ra jud mauwi kamo ra jud sig kita nako. Ako kita ninyo ha.
Surgerettes.
Archie, ready na? Are you ready? Please open your video.
Wait, kamera. Wala ko kamera, sir.
Ma'am Gypsy, asa na mas Ma'am Gypsy B? Nganong picture man lang gihapon ni si Ma'am Gypsy.
Ay, basig na busy si Madam.
Mo submit ra ba kanako kay nako i-send ni Ma'am Mardy sa ihang messenger. Ma'am Mardy, I'll send you the link for tomorrow.
Please do. Thank you. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sige, B. Sige. Shooting star na tabi. Ayaw lang sa concert. Pwede ra. Sige. Okay, sige. Shooting star, smile.
Wow, karon nakakita na gyud ko sa inyong mga naong.
We have slide 3 now. One more.
Okay.
Sige, ready, slide 2. Sige lang, sir. Okay ra, sir.
Sir Marshall, ay pagtago, Sir Marshall.
Wala ko kamera, sir. Para ko sa computer.
Thank you, kayo.
So thank you very much. Thank you.
All right,
everyone.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ma'am Margie.
God bless you.
Uyong, naligi ka sa ubos mangga.
Jubete!
Okay lang sa'yo.
Ako sa manggahan, sir. Ay, Prinda.
Ako tanong mo, nag-inol pala si